Stagnation! Welcome back to the Stack Crypto channel. It's your boy Brazen.
And your boy Double O.
Hey, it's another amazing day to be doing this again. I feel like every day is amazing, bro. The moment we hit that record button, it's a good feeling. How do you feel about it?
It's even more amazing when the sun is out.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, I agree with you on that one. Hey, look, man, let's jump right into the show here today. Today, we're going to be doing some TA, checking out Algo, checking out COTI and Cardano as well. All right, yes, and then once we jump into the news, we'll be talking about ADA and their trilemma progress, if you will. What is a trilemma, you may ask? Don't worry about it. We're going to do a video about the trilemma. Of course, trilemma in the most basic term is 3 things. Anyway, Atari announces a gaming token. Morgan Stanley sees crypto banking regulation coming sooner than we all expect. And of course, Grayscale, one of my favorites, getting a little bit aggressive with the SEC there, man. And I think we might go behind them, man. Maybe we'll start a petition. More to come on that, right? And of course, we also have an announcement before we jump into the show here. We will be participating. Well, we will be leading a masterclass. So we teamed up with our good friend Ronnie. Ronnie has some crypto events on Facebook, stocks and things like that. And, you know, he invited the Stack crew to come through and help out with, I mean, this is what we do, right? Crypto adoption. Anything we can do to help people get started in their crypto journey and start buying coins and really walk away from the traditional system. We're about it. So he invited us. He's having a cryptocurrency masterclass from December 17th to the 19th. We're going to be dropping a link in the description down below where you could go see more details there. What we'll be doing there, we'll be showing people how to use some wallets, how to swap on a decentralized platform, staking, and of course, yield farming. That's what we'll be doing there. So please come out and support, check it out. And we hope you gain some value from that. Kenny, you want to add anything?
How to make more money, escape decentralized markets.
Hey,
you know, get your money out of the bank, put it in some serious money making system.
It's all about making the juice. So let's jump right into the good stuff here. We're going to be starting off with Cardano. All right, Cardano is.
No, let's come on. Let's start with Algo. You're currently clicking on Algo.
Oh man, you know what? This is how you know that I'm extremely bullish on Cardano, bro. I go to sleep thinking about Cardano. I wake up thinking about Cardano. When I'm having lunch, I'm thinking about Cardano, dude.
Like,
Cardano
hurry up, and pop.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But no, we're not starting with Cardano. We are starting with Algo. Algorand, currently trading at $1.94. Looking very interesting as well. Kenny?
I think it's a very well consolidated, compressed movement there.
Absolutely.
I mean, literally touches the support level and it bounces back up. It touches the support level and it bounces back up.
Right.
Every single time. This is what you call a well consolidated chart. And when it decides to pop up, it's ready to pop. It actually didn't pop all the way to $5 a few days ago. Well, about a month ago.
Yeah, there was a strange thing that happened there where the thing just ripped up to about $5, then dropped immediately.
Yo.
Sketchy situation, but we're in there.
I think someone must have bought and pushed the wrong numbers. Like kind of like the other day when I had my son on my chest and I was trying to buy IOTX and I missed 10.
Hey, but here's the thing: if you bought the wrong amount and then you sold them back, where is the sell candle to follow up with that?
I didn't sell it. I just held on to my.
No. I'm referring to the incident that happened here that drove Algo to $5. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it popped up there, then came back to where it was. That is the part that I don't understand about it.
Yeah, because the next buys after that were not at $5. People are not, oh my god, I'm missing the train. People just went back to buying it at the previous actual price.
Exactly.
Which is why you have the candle coming back down.
Hey, we'll do more research on that, find out what happened. Now, the other interesting thing that is happening here is that we can also see that the TTM, right? These are volume indicators. The TTM is definitely moving in the right direction as of now. So is the awesome oscillator. We're seeing some purchasing volume coming through with that one. So I think this is a good buying point.
I think so. I also think this trend is different from the previous trends of when it's tried to pop back up.
Right.
The also musculator and the TTM were doing opposite.
Yes, I see what you're sort of in this area down here. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
double bottoms is supposed to pop, it fails. Now we have another second double bottom, but the indicators are supporting that upward movement, which is a good thing.
Yeah, so I guess back here it was more of a divergence, because even though we had that double bottom and it looks like the price should be going up, the volume itself was actually dropping. So that's why we didn't have that move. Moving on, COTI currently trading at 48 cents. Kenny, you showed me this one this morning and I was like, hey, I need to go buy some COTI.
Hey, we did a video about COTI about a month ago. I'm not sure how early ago we did the video about COTI, but COTI is one of those Cardano tokens,
right?
You know, and you might wish you had token in the future. I need to add to my COTI, but I'm traveling and I have all these major travel expenses.
Oh yeah, you are leaving to Nigeria in what? How many days now?
Tomorrow. This time tomorrow, you probably would have dropped me up at the airport, and I'll be on my flight to New York City.
Oh wait, you're leaving tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, dude, my scheduling has been way off. I'm glad you brought that up there, because I'll tell you the truth. All right, so tomorrow Kenny is leaving for Nigeria. Look at that. I'll be solo dolo starting tomorrow for the next 10 days. Hey.
You know what though? I think I might take the camera and do some interviews while I'm out there.
Hey man, talk to the people in the motherland, bro. Let's find out. Ask them, what do you think Bitcoin is? You know, I love it,
ready?
man. Do it.
Are you
do
ready?
it. I'm excited. Hey, all right. So the moving averages on this one are starting to look like they're aligning to the upside. Oscillator, the awesome oscillator, and TTM as well, moving in the right direction as well. Where do you think this one might go?
Price action is changing. The trends, actually, like I said, moving average is also changing direction. It's no longer turning downwards. So if that 20 crosses at 50, around a 0.382, once it crosses that, oh my God, I think it's gonna do what it's always done, which is go all the way to the one, which is at 69 cents, and maybe fall back down. But that's okay. That's also profit. You know, that's almost 20 cents profit. Depends on how much money you put in there. That could be a lot of money, but then it could come right back down. It does this up and down triangle, and you're at the beginning stage. And I think you're actually at the confirmation. Like if you study candles, you actually have a confirmation of entry right now with this current candle. It's not really 50-50 because you haven't crossed the 0.382 yet in the Fibonacci retracement line. Yeah. But it's really good science because you have the support of the TTM squeeze and the awesome musculator.
Awesome. It's looking good. I'm going to be buying some right after this recording. Also, now is probably a good time to let each and every one of you know, ladies and gentlemen, that what we talk about on this show is for entertainment and education purposes only, not financial advice, because we're not financial advisors. All right, so do your own research. I
don't have my level 6 and level 7 certifications yet.
Hey dude, I still want to get it. I've been doing the reading. Well, I did the reading last year, but I need to just go take those certifications. But even still then, and I don't know, it's Cardano trading at $1.59. Massive discount is all I'm going to say about this one here, right? Because obviously Cardano has just been falling for the past, I don't know, couple months now. But we know that there is volume. We know that there's a lot of positive things coming up with Cardano, and we're going to be showing you some of those as well. Carry on.
Yes. We were telling folks that this trend, this pattern is a bilateral movement.
Right.
It could pop. It popped up, but it failed heavily and it came back down, which is why we call it the bilateral. It's a descending triangle. It could be bullish, it could be bearish. And boom, down we go. But check this out really quick though.
Right.
The level where it's at right now, although there is no resistance level where it's at right now, is there? Okay.
There is a resistance level. Yeah, if we look to the left, we see it's been around here before. Yeah.
And then the candles that are forming there, because this is another thing that you gotta study, is the candles. The green candle is the buyers and the sellers, the bulls and the bears are fighting really hard to get off of this resistance level. And the current green candle that we have right now is actually containing the previous red
yeah, it's
candle.
almost consuming the previous red candle. That's true.
Yeah, so if it does its job and it consumes it like it's supposed to, then we might have a movement upward.
Absolutely. So if it consumes it, then opens another candle above that, right?
Above that.
And then
we have a resistance level at the 0.
All right.
If it wins, if it overcomes that, then we're back to a bullish. Hopefully, the moving averages change and start turning and changing direction,
Right.
and then we'll be good to go.
Absolutely. Now, here's the interesting thing. What really excites me about this one is at the beginning of the show, if you remember, I was trying to say Algorand and I said Cardano because I think about Cardano so much. This is just how much I am always looking into Cardano, right? One of the things that Cardano is really positioning itself for right now is to be sort of the best of Ethereum and Bitcoin, if you will, right? So as you know, Ethereum, when Ethereum launched, it launched as a solution to the things that Bitcoin could not do, right? So making it having a smart contracts platform and having more speed. However, we keep coming back to this topic of the trilemma. For those who do not know, right? We're going to be making a video about the trilemma. Please stay tuned for that. But in the most basic form, the trilemma is it's a triangle, right? You have 3 problems, right? And you can only select 2. Right, you have to give up one thing to get the others, and we're talking about scalability, security,
you don't have to select 2, right? It's just that it has to balance.
You would have to give up a little bit of one to get the others. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So we have scalability. We have Oh God, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Sorry.
We have scalability, security, and decentralization. That's the one that keeps getting away from me. So we have scalability, security, and decentralization. And this is the big problem that all the blockchains are trying to resolve right now, right? Some people are going for more of a layer 2 situation. But Cardano seems to be working very hard because they're using a similar security protocol, right, as Bitcoin. And they're also able to deliver that scalability, that speed, right? We saw in an article yesterday that they recently increased the block size by 12.5% maybe, right? And as far as decentralization goes, I get it. Bitcoin is still the most decentralized thing out there, but I think Cardano is delivering on a higher level because they do not have the atrocious gas fees that we see on Ethereum, right? So I think that is a pretty cool situation there. So, as we are now, are you still planning to add some new rims to your used car, sir?
Yes, sir. I am buying some new rims to this used car at this point. I just gotta figure out how to squeeze the money out of my travels. I'll just be in Nigeria like, man, that looks good. I want to buy it, but gosh, I just bought some Cardano.
There's this thing called margin. Margin.
Opportunity cost. I gotta pick one or the other. Oh, margin.
Yeah.
Margin. No, dude. I just got liquidated. I'm not gonna do that again. No, bring it away.
Listen. They say you only got burned once. You have to get burned 3 times to confirm.
No, what did the President Bush say? Fool me once,
can't fool me again. Fool me twice, can't fool me again. Yeah. He didn't even know the saying. Crazy. Anyway, so this is a list of some of the coins that are associated with Cardano. Some of them built on the Cardano blockchain itself. So we looked into this, we checked it out, we thought it was pretty cool, and we just wanted to share it with everyone out there. So we're going to be dropping a link to this in the description. If you'd like to check out some of the Cardano coins, definitely check it down below. We're gonna have a few links there today.
So in the previous article, Cardano has also overtaken Ethereum in the total volume of transactions.
This is true.
So a day or 2 ago.
Yes.
It's also in terms of total value logged, Cardano has also overtaken Ethereum. So I'm just telling y'all, something might be coming soon. Don't sleep on Cardano.
And that's the crazy thing about it, because there's all these good things going for Cardano, but the price is not reflecting it.
It's doing its own thing. It's its own little planet.
I mean, Solana was kind of doing things, right? And no one was paying attention until it just went boom, So
if this happens to my Cardano, man, if Cardano goes up for $200 and something, oh my God.
You're saying if?
You're gonna see a bunch of bright lights in the background.
You're gonna use your money to buy bright lights in your background.
Hey, dude, I am not paying for editing. I'm not doing the editing anymore. You're not doing the editing anymore.
Hey,
We're just gonna hire
true.
someone to do the editing.
We have Mr. Miles on deck. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be excited about that. That'd be cool. Let me see. If I make that Cardano money, what am I gonna do, man? I don't know, man. I'll just sit down and stare at my account.
We can just do this. We can just do this full time, man. We can just say, okay, this is this.
We
this is
we will definitely do
this.
we will definitely do this full time, and I think that I think we'll be able to have more resources
That's what I'm saying.
to get more aggressive with helping people with crypto adoption. That's really my mission, man.
And that goes to bright lights in the background.
Yes, this is true. This is true. Yeah, I mean, because I think the whole wall. Look, the current system is broken. Before we move on to the news here, okay, I just want to just put this out there. The current system we're in is broken. That's for sure.
We know that.
Okay, we have people printing money, right? Quantitative easing to be sophisticated, right? Because they like to throw that word around. They have people printing money and they don't know how this money is going to come back. We have inflation, which really is a policy which can be moved up and down as the feds feel like. So you're making money, but then there is someone else that can determine the value of your money, right? They could just choose to, I mean, think about it this way, bro. Say we're in business, right? And we have 4 business partners. There's 4 of us in there, right? And then we give one of the business partners the ability to either increase the shares in the company or add more people on, right? Thereby diluting our shares. And we don't have the power to do anything about it. Is that a deal you will take?
You know what? As a matter of fact, and then you had the third out of the 4th person, right?
Yeah.
Gets to make all the money,
Exactly.
right? And one of them just do all the work.
Right? Listen.
And the other one is just like, okay, what's going on?
Look, man, that is the atrocious deal that we have with the dollar right now. And I'm wondering, why are people okay with this? You know?
Hey, we call it capitalism, you know? It's supposed to work.
No, bro, this is not capitalism. This is something else. This is definitely something else. This system is broken, my guy. We need to try something else. All right? And I think crypto, I think Bitcoin. Oh yeah, my inner maximalist is coming out right now. Bitcoin is the way. Crypto is the way. So it's, hey, you know, something to think about, right? Let us know in the comments. I would like to have a discussion with this about this with people. So please give us your thoughts on that down in the comments below. Let's jump into the news here. Atari announces next generation blockchain gaming token to be listed on Bitmart. Atari has been listed on Bitmart Exchange. Oh, it's already been listed.
Dude, man, I have a Bitmart app and I've not even set up my account yet. I think I need to go get on that thing.
Bro, it's because we're using too many platforms, bro. At some point, it just becomes overwhelming.
But that's what we do. We gotta experience it. So
I know.
People the way.
Absolutely. I'll get to it. I don't know if this, I mean, there's obviously some exchanges out there that we have not used, but we have used so many exchanges.
Atari is like one of the genesis of video games.
Absolutely, like, man. I think that
might be sucking right now on the stock market, but man, actually, it's not even cheap. Atari is not cheap on the stock market.
It's not cheap on the stock market either.
No, it's not. It's not one of those cheap.
Absolutely. So gamers, Atari is releasing this blockchain situation, and the cool thing about it is that gamers will not be the only ones that will stand to benefit from the Atari chain, right? The cool thing is that being able to play and being able to monetize your gaming, right? That is an incredibly beautiful thing. Yeah, right now you can stream on YouTube and things like that, but you know, YouTube is definitely going to take their own chunk and what else and whatnot. So having a decentralized way is the same thing with NFTs, right? Yeah, like Twitch, you know, it's the same thing with like NFTs with rap artists and, well, I say rap artists because they're always posting articles about rappers getting into NFTs, but any artist being able to own the rights to their intellectual property, right? And that's the same thing that Atari is going to be able to be doing with this. We're going to leave the comment to this one down below. Very cool stuff there, man. It's cool to see Atari in the space. I was wondering when they'll show up, you know. Morgan Stanley sees crypto banking regulation arriving faster than expected. The bank's analysts say that this is positive for crypto banks, Silvergate and Signature. Can you tell us a bit about this situation?
I read this article and I was like, well, let's look at the current system that we just described with the 4 different partners, right? And I always try to go deeper into the article itself. Number 1, Morgan Stanley, all the graduates from Stanford and Harvard all eventually end up working for Morgan Stanley.
Right.
All the folks that you have in the Feds, in the White House, majority of them are ex-Morgan Stanley. So if you think about it, the Feds don't just write these rules and laws. They are driven and written by the big banks and all these big graduates from all these big schools. So it's it's kind of like this tight knit network.
Absolutely.
That number 4 guy that gets to do whatever he wants and make decisions for the remainder 3.
Yeah.
So that's what we have here. So now I'm reading this article and it's like, yes, there's going to be new legislation coming up. What's going to happen, right? And I'm like, all right, what's in here, right? So I'm reading the article and then I scroll all the way to the bottom, like the third paragraph, and it's basically talking about what we were talking about with Ben, right? They're going to talk about, how do we manage the risk, right? Because of course the big banks want to protect, of course, they
want to protect their profits and whatever connections they have going on to rob society. Yeah.
Exactly, but they will now flip it and say that they're trying to protect the United States currency, right? Because even though it's their money, they can misinterpret or reinterpret that as protecting the United States US dollar, right? So now, what they're not focusing on is that the framework is going to be based on facilitations of customer purchases and sales of crypto assets.
Right.
So for the retailers, what can you buy? So now you have the accredited investors and what you can buy and what you can buy.
Right.
This could be falling into that category. Loan
collateralization.
Exactly. All right. Of crypto assets. That's one of the biggest issues right now is that, you can take a loan out of your crypto asset, the ones that you've invested. You know how, the old back end way of, you can make money in crypto and take a loan from your money without having to pay taxes for it.
Absolutely.
Looks like they're coming for that as well, right?
Right.
Issuance and distribution of stable coins. Now, this one makes sense. If you're gonna be issuing stable coins, right, you should have the money, the US dollar to back it. But this now gets difficult. That means they're coming after Tether, right? They're coming after USDC. They're coming after all these other guys. If you say you have $1 trillion, you must actually have $1 trillion worth of the crypto asset aspect of it.
Right.
But then we're saying that this crypto assets versus the US dollar, the crypto does not have to be tethered against the US dollar. Crypto is supposed to be its own digital assets, different from the US dollar, but they are going to try to tie them back together, which is what everybody's sitting around waiting for. They're waiting for the government to tell you what's okay and what's not okay, which in reality should not be the case. You should be able to move forward without that.
Yeah.
The last aspect of this is, what's the last aspect? Evolving, holding, how much can the banks hold crypto assets? So that's basically the framework of what's coming up along the way. When you dig deeper into this, that tells you that, oh my God, we might have a big depression or a big bear market coming because they're coming after all the big stuff that make people money or allow people to invest in crypto. But they're also flipping it around and saying that, they have to write it in such a way that kind of encourages adoption of crypto. So we'll see what happens.
Look, there's a couple of things that you said there. And I think one of the most important ones is the fact that people are sitting around waiting for these guys to make the rules and the laws, right? At the end of the day, we vote these people to serve us, right? So we need to society needs to take control of the situation. Also, crypto is borderless. So this is a whole different ball game, right? You cannot apply whatever regulations they come up with, okay? Let's say it applies to crypto in the United States. But what if you're not in the United States? That does not put you in a fair playing ground with people who are outside of the United States if they do not have the same regulations. So I think that society really needs to step in, wake up, and really educate themselves because some of these things cannot happen. Most importantly, we all need to detach ourselves from this inflation, one way or another.
This is why we'll do what we do. We're trying to get the word out, to get the information out, is to educate and communicate to folks that this technology it's not just a currency, it's a technology that is supposed to help decentralize some of all the bottlenecks that we have in government right now and all the corruptions that we have in government right now, which is why I started with that example at the beginning. And we also have this analogy going on with this 4 people system. It's a partnership. You elect your leaders to support the community, not to rule the community. But right now they are ruling the community for their own advantage and for their own friends. So the 4 people group, or this analogy that we're using here, is not working to the best of everybody's interest. It's only working to the interest of a very few, which is basically 2 out of the 4. And the other 2 is just powerless. But now you have a technology that allows you to have some power and to share, not even fight against the other 2, but to share the wealth and the pushing back against it. People need to pay attention.
The boss does not have a driver right now, folks. We need to take control. Moving on. SEC has no basis to reject Bitcoin spot ETF. Grayscale Investment says in a letter dated 29th of November. The letter was dated 29th November. Grayscale Investments has questioned the Securities and Exchange Commission's, the SEC's decision to block Bitcoin spot ETFs. The asset manager argued that the commission has no basis to allow investing in derivatives market and not the asset itself. You know, when the BITO ETF came out, I think, Kenny, you were especially vocal about this on public.
Dude, I sold out my Bitcoin.
You sold your
So
I still don't think
I swapped them for Cardano.
Yeah, I'm not selling my Bitcoin, man, because I think that Bitcoin is going to make it through this thing.
Yeah,
I just think that this is something that they have not understood yet. I think Bitcoin is going to survive this. There is no way I'm getting rid of my Bitcoin, dude. I think Bitcoin is going to come out on top. That's for sure. But anyway, the SEC has made a series of rejections lately that include an offering by Vanek, while Grayscale considers it discriminately.
Ooh, snap.
It's also awaiting approval on its filing to convert the Grayscale Bitcoin fund into a spot offering. At Grayscale, we believe if regulators are comfortable with ETFs that hold futures of a given asset, they should also be comfortable with ETFs that offer exposure to the spot price of the same asset. It's discriminatory what they're doing here, and it's also that's actually exactly what you posted about on public. That is exactly what you posted about on public. But I don't think I don't want to say people did not understand it, but I think maybe people did not understand it. That's I don't know. Also, what the SEC is doing is in violation, direct violation of the Investment Company Act of 1940, as Grayscale has gone back and read the old pages and found out. What are your thoughts on this one?
It goes back to the broken system or the what the system is designed. Derivatives, by definition, right, of the real assets. Why do you trade a non-real one and you're not trading the real one? Yeah, that allows you to cheat the system.
Absolutely.
You can depress the price, you can push up the price without actually owning the real assets. How do you do a derivatives of gold and you don't actually have gold?
Yeah,
right. It's a again. Some people make money off of this. So and hey, look, you're making enough Bitcoin without owning Bitcoin.
Here's how I feel, man. I think that first of all, I appreciate Grayscale for really taking the fight to the SEC as they are. And one thing that I would do, because the SEC lately, man, they've just been violating a lot of things. We're dealing with an asset that they have clearly proven that they do not understand it, right? And so it would be best to take time to really study the asset before we go into creating regulations around it, right? Because whatever regulations that they're doing it right now, it seems that they're doing it with a bias to keep their power in place. This is not in the best interest of the people, which is what government should be doing, right? We elected them in there to act in our best interest.
People, it's called democracy.
Yeah, it does not seem that it does not seem we're dealing with a democracy anymore. This is also why I think we should start a petition. A petition to petition the SEC to approve the spot ETFs. Yeah. Who knows how many people will sign it? But our petition is going to be out there, and we're going to share the link around. So if you're interested, please sign our petition once we release it. I just got to type up the words for it and everything like that. So yes, sir. It is what it is. Well, that brings us to the end of today's awesome show. All right. Any final thoughts, sir?
Hey, we're growing every day, and we can't be doing this without you guys. You guys are showing us all the support, and we cannot thank you guys enough. And as usual, thanks for liking and thanks for subscribing. Keep on watching. We'll keep bringing you more adoption news, more information, so more training. Just like we said earlier at the beginning of the video, right? We're going to be training folks on how to get involved in the decentralized space by partnering with the Crypto Preacher. Definitely check that out. It's only $149, I think. It's for 3 days, so that's a super discount, man. Again, thanks for liking and subscribing. Check that out.
Absolutely. If you're a beginner, definitely come by. We're gonna be in there, and I'm excited for it, man. Also, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away $500 worth of Cardano. 2 winners, $250 each. We already sent out some t-shirts to the previous winners at 100 subscribers. I was really excited about that, man. That really made my day. It was really beautiful.
That's what we'll do, man.
Hey.
Whoa. What better way to give back to the community?
Man, there is no better feeling, I tell ya. Well, until next time. Brazen out.
00.